more than one lover is involved. You have the situation is the lovers. I mean, cards don't lie. Some of you guys, this is what's going on. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, could be. Besides the fact that it could be two different, you know, romantic lovers or just two different choices. Somebody needs to decide. And I was actually hearing that towards the end, like there's an ultimatum, like somebody wants you to decide or you want them to decide. Like, who are you going to choose? Who do you want? Okay. Yeah. Let's get more info before I say some more stuff. But definitely some kind of decision needs to be made here. Could be more than one person or more than one choice. Which job are you going to select? Which home are you going to buy? Somebody is really putting some pressure on the other. Now your next card has to do with the challenge, the obstacle. You have the Four of Emotions, which is similar to the Four of Cups, which is the Four of Cups. So this is basically talking about not being emotionally satisfied, bored with the whole situation, expecting the same outcome. Somebody is really having a hard time getting over, and you saw in the beginning of the reading, we saw the Five of Cups underneath the deck, which has to do with some kind of crying over spilled milk, like focusing too much on the Three Cups, on something that you might feel is lacking, or there might have been some kind of loss, or still thinking about an ex. Somebody is unable to get over someone for the past that they can't turn around. Usually it's the Three Cups, right? And then in the back they have the Two Cups, which is like the two lovers. I would see it here now. It's like somebody feeling neglected. Why are you always constantly giving them money? Why are you always constantly, you know, thinking about that? Or when are you going to forget about that? Of course, for some of you, this could be an actual loss, you know, a death in the family. And my condolences. This would have already happened. This is not something I'm telling you. So somebody is really not liking the other's way of coping with the loss, which, you know, everybody grieves their own way. But this is more like unable to get over an ex, unable to get over some kind of loss, feeling lost, feeling sad, right? So now the Four of Emotions is just tired of it, can't deal with it. That is the challenge. Like, I'm bored. When are you going to decide? I feel like someone here is giving the ultimatum of, if you don't decide, you're going to miss out on me. Losing out on an opportunity, possibly. So that's some kind of ultimatum going on. Not happy with the situation, expecting things to be the same. Promises, promises. You said that you were going to get divorced. You said that you were going to be with me. You said you're going to pay more attention to me. But as of now, I'm seeing the same thing. You are them. Now let's talk about beneath the surface, which is in your subconscious. So sometimes you know about this, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it comes in your dreams, and you might wonder, like, why am I dreaming about this person? Why is this person coming into my dreams, right? Let's see what it is. Secrets, apparently. You have the High Priestess. You could be dealing with a Pisces for some of you. But I did say it's in your subconscious. So this could definitely be, for some of you guys, maybe a past loved one that reaches out to you in your dreams, and they're trying to either help you cope, they're trying to help you find some answers. Others of you, this could be your spirit guides. They're trying to illuminate you about maybe something that you are very uncertain about, not sure what to do about, right? Others of you, this is actually like your conscious, like somebody is feeling very guilty about what they did or what they are thinking of doing. because the High Priestess is very secretive. Their secrets, you know, I don't always see her that way. I actually, for the most part, usually see her as, you know, a lot of divine knowledge, which definitely could be the case. But here, because it's like in your dreams, somebody's keeping some kind of secret. Maybe they said they already were done with the person, but apparently not. Or this could be your fear that if they haven't, you know, cut ties yet, they might still be involved with them. There's something you're not understanding. They're not understanding, wondering what are they keeping from you. And for some of you, you can't even sleep because it's constantly, you know, in your mind. Having nightmares about it even. Let's see. So now we're going to talk about your recent past, which could be last year, last month, last second. You could deal with a person, a place, or a situation. And then when I was shuffling your cards, they were just going all over the place. It's like, it's a sloppy mess. It's messy. It's complicated. Apparently. You have the Nine of Voices, which would be similar to like the Nine of Swords, right? I was just saying, can't sleep, can't eat. This energy is all about feeling pretty stressed, worried, up all night, thinking, overthinking. Are they still doing what, you know, I think they're doing, or what they said they're not going to be doing? Somebody is not trusting you, or you're not trusting them, and it could definitely have to do with the past. What was already done in the past, what hasn't been changed now. There's something you're not understanding. There's something you're not believing. They're not believing. So there's a lot of stress. The thing with the Nine of Voices, some of you guys might be hearing voices, nightmares, is that, you know, I told you it's like the Nine of Swords, and swords are about thoughts, right? Thoughts, communication. So if you're constantly thinking negative, thinking worst case scenario, then that's what you most likely can manifest into your life, right? Because that's the only thing apparently some of you guys are thinking about, or they're thinking about. And there appears to be a lot of arguments because of this. Now let's talk about your crowning energy. What is it that you're constantly thinking about? It's always on your mind. For a small percentage of you, I see that this is actually like maybe it's up to you now to like take care of your parents, or someone that is, you know, pretty, can't take care of themselves. So now somehow that responsibility has fallen onto you. So if you're married, or if you're living with someone, they probably don't want you to do that. They feel that you're spending too much time with them, too much money on them, which is a bit selfish. I mean, if they're, you know, sick, that's very good that somebody is providing for them. But somebody doesn't like this. Chronic energy. Okay. Death. So, Scorpio energy you could be dealing with. Okay. So for some of you guys, this could involve someone that has passed in your family, or someone that you know. It affected you, or affected your person, or just all the death that's going around the world, you know, could be affecting you. This is in your thoughts. You're constantly thinking about this. You might be feeling worried, like what if I get sick, or what if mom gets sick, or what if my kids get sick. There's a lot of paranoia here, a lot of stress about this, right? So there is some of that dark night of the soul energy. That's for a tiny percentage of you. And like I said, if this is the case, this already happened. It already happened. But there's a lot of extra stress about it. Maybe the funeral costs or, you know, extra got to worry about now selling the home or taking care of the person's home, moving to that city to take care of the affair, something like this. The majority of you, I see it actually more of some kind of ending, a relationship, wondering when is this going to end. They're wondering when is it going to end. When is the divorce going to be final? And then also, of course, transformation. Somebody is unable to transform. They can't get out of that way of being. The jealousy, the controlling, the demanding. It's very hard for you or this person to transform, end that, and start something new, end that cycle. You have to release something in order to let the newness to come in. If you're still thinking about that person, place, or situation, some of you guys are, that's the energy heavy here, unable to get over something that has happened. And this is really putting, it's a block. It's a block. It's stopping you from seeing what could be, seeing the light, feeling happy, enjoying yourself. Again, my condolences if this is in regards to death, because again, everybody's going to grieve in their own time, and nobody has the right to tell you when or by what time you should be feeling all happy, you know? But something definitely has to be transformed. Something needs to end before this newness begins. Especially it has to do with a relationship. You can't start you can't get married. You can't start a new relationship until you end the other one. And there is some kind of two, you know, choices, two people, two jobs that needs to be decided upon. Now, let's talk about your near future. What's coming towards you? We saw this one in the bottom of the deck, right? The Five of Emotions, which has to do, which is like the Five of Cups, crying over spilled milk, really heavy, feeling sorrow, feeling sad, unable to look at the brighter side, unable to see that tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. Some of you guys might need to get some professional help. You know, there's the hotlines, or you just might feel that you're not supported in your environment with your family. You might feel alone, like this is all on you, or they do. There's depression. Somebody is apparently is going through some depression here. And when we turn it around and put it in that relationship situation, it's like if your person is dealing with a third-party situation and that hasn't ended, that's taking a toll on you. Or if you are still dealing with, you know, your ex or someone from your past, unable to close that chapter in the book, that's taking a toll on your person. And they're wondering, like, well, what kind of future we got if you're constantly having to run back to them, give them money type thing. There's a lack of support here. They feel that one household is getting more. Beneath the deck, you have the Four of Voices, which is like the Four of Swords. Okay, so this could just be a separation then. Some kind of ending, a trial separation, again, the divorce, trying to go through that. It could be a really nasty divorce, a lot of arguments, you know, bickering, fighting over who gets what, court issues, stuff like this. So it's taking a toll on all sides, it seems like. So what the Four of Voices is saying is basically to try to take a step back, and get in that quiet mode, you know, my Virgos, where you can just think clearly so you can really make the decision that you need to make without other people's voices in your ear. Or let your person, you know, handle what they have to handle without the pressure so they can really decide and not feel like they had to do or say what they had to say. No obligation. Somebody needs a break. Somebody needs to give the other one a chance to really think things through, because there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of emotion. Wow, my Virgos. I hope you guys are doing okay. I also feel a lot of religion and spirituality. This could be that in that way where there's some confusion there. Like this whole time you probably, you know, thought you belonged to a certain religion or, you know, a certain way of doing things, you know, more traditional. You might be dealing with someone that's now in a different type of religion. Different. There's a difference, age difference, race. Something is different, right? So it's really taking a toll because not on the same page. There's a need to let them figure it out, or you figure it out what you want to do, and then speak your truth, and then be true to yourself as to what it is that you want to do from now on. Clarifying the Lovers is the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, I like it like this. So this would be those arguments, right? A lot of playing games with the words, cutting words, arguments, manipulation. There could be kids involved, so they could be using the kids against you, or they feel you're, if there's kids, obviously, or they can feel that you are using, you know, the kids against them. This is where it's like, no, you can't come see the kids until you give me some alimony. And the person is like, well, you know, I haven't even got my money. How am I supposed to do this? So I can't see my kids until what? Especially if you're in the U.S. with all our, you know, EDD issues, it might take a while. Is that fair type thing? So there's a choice that needs to be decided upon, head over heart. Somebody here really needs to be a little bit more compassionate if it has to do with this situation where it's like not letting the others see the kids because of money. Yes, the coronavirus is going on and all this, but they can still talk on the phone. It's like somebody's really making this complicated for the other because of money or because of jealousy that they have someone else. The Five of Swords is in reverse, so that's a good thing. That's having this conversation, making some kind of compromise, communicating clearly, and by this time, the good thing is that Mercury will be going direct, probably direct. It'll go direct on the 12th. So before, where there was miscommunications and there's a tendency to, you know, lash out at people and snap at each other, now it would be more clear-headed, more for a common goal, getting along better, basically, not just dropping the swords and communicating and doing it for the greatest good. You know, who is this for at the end of the day? Why put ourselves or our family in this kind of energy of constantly fighting? It can be talked about. So I do see that the decision will be made, and it's going to bring you out of this conflict. I don't know who's going to, you know, do the first step. Hopefully it's both of you. But there's going to be a decision. Somebody's going to make a choice as well as to who's going to be chosen. Okay. Others of you, child custody. Because of the court systems and all this, maybe that has not been worked out. So now the decision will be made. in regards to custody, in regards to child support. So there's really nothing, you can't fight about it anymore because it'll be, you know, legal. It would be handed down. The judgment. The judgment. The judge will decide. So you guys hopefully decide to do this out of court, and there won't be so much rules and all this. You can set a, decide upon a good amount. But there is more compromise, and it seems like you will get to the point of agree to disagree, and let's do this for the greater good of our family. Wow, that was a lot. So you guys have a lot to say. They have a lot to say. Let's clarify the Four of Emotions. Just not satisfied, expecting the same thing. Okay, what the heck? My Virgos, I thought we were getting along. Well, this is a challenge. So now you have the Five of Wands. Back to that tug of war. Bickering, pettiness, gossip. I feel that family is involved here. Co-workers, friends are in each other's ear, telling the other, you should get this, or how did you let them get that, or fight them on this. So other people are getting involved in your business, and they are causing a lot of drama. This is a lot of fighting. Fives are about change. So that's why this is a challenge, because the challenge is to change the way that you act, the way that you speak to each other, the way that you act in front of the little ones, or just towards each other. This is very petty. This is constantly fighting and still no satisfaction. Nobody ever wins here. So ultimately, that is what you guys have to come to a conclusion upon, so that this could be a peaceful resolution. It could also have to do, if you're doing this at work, where you're just having a hard time with your boss or your co-workers, gossip and all this. They might not be paying you, you know, enough, especially if you're one of those essential workers. It's like, hey, I'm out here putting myself on the front lines and I don't get no compensation. The least you could do is give me the weekend off, you know. Now let's see, what is the High Priestess about? You have the Queen of Swords, upright, beautiful. Possibly could be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. Or you have this in your chart. Or you could just be taking on the energy of this Queen of Swords. Could definitely have to do with some kind of professional. So this could be the lawyer, this could be the judge. Something that has been mysterious. You've been, you know, really stressing about it. You've been dreaming about it. What's going to happen? The Queen is upright, so that's a good thing. Whatever this is, it's going to be just. It's going to be fair. Fair and just. This Queen doesn't deal with no BS. They are not going to take into consideration the lies. Some of you guys are worried about, what if they say this extra, or what if they lie on me? I feel that they're going to see through this. It's going to be fair. For that time being. And then later on, if you need to fix it, mediate, it can be done. But it's going to be enough for a peaceful resolution now. Now, what is this Nine of Voices? Oh, Lord. You have the Devil. Capricorn, for some of you, possibly. So this is toxic. This is unhealthy. Could be somebody bringing up your, you know, dirty laundry. Talking about, well, they have an addiction. They are this and that. Somebody's really talking a lot of smack in the past. Some of you guys are in a toxic relationship, very unhealthy, and it's causing a lot of stress. Clarifying death is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is your energy, my Virgos. So it seems like you might be really thinking about this because you feel that it really will make your finances unstable. Wondering, will I be able to do this on my own with what I'm given? Not sure if you can do it on your own. I feel like that's a lot of what you're thinking. You have to kind of release that negative, or they do, or clarify it, you know, like make it clear that you're not just going to leave them out in the cold, or vice versa. Somebody feels like they're not going to get any support from the courts, from you. It's not like this. The Five of Emotions is clarified by the King of Wands. So this would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is taking action. Okay, I like this. If you are going through some kind of depression type, definitely it is advised that you do take some kind of action. Go to your priest, get some kind of counseling. Others of you, if you're worried about your job situation, there is going to be someone coming in that's going to help you through this. So the way an employer would help is by giving you a job, right? Others of you are just going to feel more motivated. So it's like realizing that others need you. You need yourself. So getting back on your feet and doing something about it. Feeling passion again. Feeling motivated again. Oh, lovely. Six of Pentacles. Upright. Libra energy. So it looks like it's going to be fair. It's going to be fair. They're going to give you what you deserve. They're going to give them what they deserve. Others of you might even be considering reconciling because there was a time of missing each other, and now it's like, you know, I see my side. I didn't support you, and I want to be there for you now. Others of you, this is a gift from the universe, that loan coming in, that money you were waiting on, that inheritance, whatever that is, it's going to be fair and just, and it has to do with your money. Look at that. You have the Ace of Pentacles right here. So it seems like all this stress is going to, this burden is going to be lifted from you. The universe is going to help you, but you try to help yourself as well and help those around you as well. Like, don't let them feel so bad or manipulate, and hopefully they don't do that for you either. So now let me give you a oracle card. Welcome the new. Perhaps that's what you guys are dreading, or they are dreading. This newness, this new way of doing things. Let's see, give me 1 second. Oh Lord, I can't see. Alright, so my time is going to end, and apparently I cannot find this card. So basically, my Virgos, it's that. There's going to be a lot of new things thrown at you, and the universe is telling you to release what is old, what you no longer resonate with, so that you can allow this newness to come in. These gifts that they have for you, they're holding them for you. So there's a transformation that needs to happen. Be the butterfly. Okay. So there you go, my Virgos.